And then last, back to that power piece, how might people's access and response power relate to those data and identity? Is there something to this identity-based power? And if so, what way is it? So the design of the research study adheres to this question. I used this case study approach, and all that means is, in my particular case, I looked at two different work contexts, two different organizations. And I used the case study approach because I wanted to be open to participant conceptions of what identities were important to them, as opposed to my kind of imposing, well, I want to look at a particular type of organization, a type of identity right now. I wanted to know what was important to them and try to define these important identities kind of in their terms and their language. Because the thought was that these identities are important to people who are going to be driving these interactions and these including execution dynamics. To maintain a connection to context and case studies are pretty good. We have to kind of keep the organization's history, the ins and outs of people, the culture, all these different things that make an organization what it is. You have to connect people to that in. And then also case study, of course, was enabled to use the secondary data. So what I did here, I had collected data in one department, and that was data I wasn't really quite satisfied with that analysis. I thought there was something over there. So I used that in one case, and then I had the opportunity to collect data in another case department as well, using a similar protocol. So I had that data, and now I'm going to pull back through and really kind of reanalyze it to see what I could learn from those contexts. Concerning a little bit more on the research sites and the participants in their sites, they were all scientists, all had PhDs. For the most part, there were some staff who were identities, but the focal groups were the scientists. What was interesting about both scientists, they both were known within the organization for cooperative culture. Not a lot of internal competition over resources. They assisted each other in a lot of different ways, professionally and socially, and some other characteristics. There's a little turnover over a period of time. I'm going to say little turnover across any types of visible identities that we see. So they had a good record of retaining and advancing women. They had a good record of the second department in particular had a certain amount of ethnic diversity, and those people had stayed on. So that was a feature of the contact. So site one was a research-focused site. They interviewed 16 sites. There were 26 total participants because in that site I was able to actually interview who already have their PhD, but they're doing kind of like postgraduate work within the department, as well as students. A few of the support staff, the scientific support staff, and a couple of the administrative staff. And in site two, I focused there on the 18 scientists in the department. I was able to interview one administrative staff person. But several of the scientists in that department had actually come through as postgrad, so I was able to get some perspective on what that postgrad experience was in that department. So I'll just highlight the demographics. So 41%